Hey, you guys. So, if you're thinking about coming to our meditation evening at the Scarborough United Church on Monday, that's tomorrow, or you're watching this on Monday, that's today, at 7 o'clock, just want to give you a little bit of a highlight. Yes, we go into the idea of meditation, a little bit about the detail of the practical around meditation and, the questions you might have about meditation. But really, what the evening is about, and there's 7 of them, this is number 2, is about the things that keep us from being in the moment. And, if we learn the barriers, if we identify the barriers between us and the power, the source of the power that we're looking for, which we can only find in the moment, and often we get to see that in meditation. But if we can identify the barriers, then we can start to surrender those barriers. We can start to become aware of them and bring our consciousness to them and release them and let them go. So last week we talked about complaint, and how complaint can stand in the road of being the person you want to be, and that if we identify complaint, if we can see when we're in complaint, sometimes it's very subtle, but complaint separates us from this moment. We're in the future, we're in the past, we're complaining, so we talked about that. And tomorrow night or Monday evening, we're going to talk about all the things I said, but we're going to focus a bit on how we make shit up. So I call it the magical manifesting, magical meaning-making machine, our mind, the magical meaning-making machine. And, we just make stuff up. Timelines, things should have happened by this time or that time, or, all kinds of stuff where our mind's always doing that. And what that does is really, again, this is the same thing. It separates us from the moment. So we're going to go deep into that. So come join us tomorrow night. We had a great time last week. You can look at our video from last week if you have time to do that. I mean, take time to do it, because it'll bring you up to speed on this one thing, which is complaint. And then, we're asking people to begin a meditation practice. And I'll explain why. I think the big reason that we don't meditate, if we're not meditating, is because we don't know why. We're not focused on the why. Okay, love you guys. See you at the Scarborough United Church, 7 o'clock sharp. And we'll spend an hour and a half or so, and we'll talk about making meaning, our meaning-making machine, our minds, and what does that do for us, or how does that serve us or not serve us. Okay.